Hello people, welcome to a brand new edition of the Keep It Certi podcast. We're back here at Westfield Academy with some amazing students here. How's everyone doing? All alright?
Yeah.
All good? How's your day getting on so far?
It's not too bad.
Good. How's yours getting on so far? Good. How's your half term, by the way? Was it alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd you get up to?
I didn't do much. I sat in bed the first few days, and then I had loads going on the last days, and then I wasn't well.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Feeling alright now though?
Yeah.
Yeah, glad to hear. How about you? How's your half term?
It was good. I was out every day with my mates going to town and sitting in Hollywood Bowl and going to McDonald's. We weren't buying food though, we were just sitting there messing about.
That's alright though. Were you playing bowling as well though?
Nah, we were just sitting there
Oh,
doing
really?
nothing. We had sleepovers as well.
That's
we,
nice.
We did a little bit at the arcade, but not much. We didn't do bowling because it was all everyone was already there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What kind of what's your favourite arcade that you play?
Oh, that's hard. I want to do the competition ones where we do basketball. It's only because it's a competition with my mates. Or the driving ones, they're fun.
Yeah.
I always end up spending so much money on arcades. Whenever I go into one, I end up spending like massive amount of money. The other day I went into one, I only had a £5. I ended up spending like 30 quid.
30 quid?
Yeah.
Is that the most you've ever spent at?
Yeah, but it was like up near sea, so.
Oh, fair enough.
Arcades are fun. I think the most I spent was £60.
£60?
But it wasn't just me though, it was also like two of my mates.
Oh, is it?
But to be fair, that's still a lot for three of us.
It's like 20 quid each.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like, talking about like, the basketball game though, what's like your highest scores that you got in there so far? Do you remember?
I'm so bad at that game.
Oh, yeah.
Can't do it.
I don't actually remember, but it was quite high. But it was close to the record for that machine, but I don't actually remember. It was like 20 off the record.
No way. Smashed it. But saying that though, what we talk about today is, we actually spoke about the podcast beforehand, to talk about music and films that resonate with us and also our perfect school day. We're doing two different sections. We're going to start with our music and films that resonate with us. So our first question for both of you is, what kind of films are you both into?
I don't know.
Is it like comedy? Is it action? Is it romance? Is it rom-coms? Is it...
I don't really watch films. I watch things with seasons, and then I'll just keep watching them over and over again.
Oh, like a series kind of thing then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
Are you the same as well?
A little bit, but I don't really watch movies, but if I do, it's like action, adventure, and comedy.
Yeah, and the only times I actually really do watch movies is Christmas. I like watching Christmas movies.
Oh, you know what? We'll get into the serious thing in a minute then. What's your favourite Christmas film then? And obviously, it's just past Christmas, obviously. What's your favourite kind of Christmas film then?
Christmas Chronicles 2.
Love
Yeah, I
that.
would say that as well.
Nice. And in terms of that series as well, are you both watching? Do you watch that binge watch things on Netflix as well, or
Yeah.
What's your favourite series at the moment, or one of them that you've seen in the past?
I've been watching Shameless, and I've watched it like 3 times.
How many seasons are there? 'Cause
11.
11 seasons.
Yeah.
Is it still going on now? Actually,
Yeah. I don't know.
how about you?
I say On My Block, because when it first came out, I started watching it and it wasn't too bad. I think there's like 3 seasons because they added a new one and I watched it. But I used to watch it over and over again. I think I only ended up doing it 3 times before I got bored of it.
Oh, really?
But it was fun and it was good for the whole family to watch as well. Some family members didn't like it as much, but it was still fun.
Ah, fair enough. Like, what is it about these programs that really draws you into them? Is it like how they're laid out? Is it the music behind them? What kind of draws you in?
I find it really difficult to start watching new like seasons and series and stuff because I don't know. I don't know why. I just like watching the same thing over and over again.
Does that make that feel like quite comfortable, that knowing what's going to come next? Yeah. Love that. How about you?
What I normally just do is I just look at what like there is with people that I like Adam Sandler, 'cause he's funny, and like Kevin Hart, stuff like that. If they've got them in a movie all together, I'll watch it, even if I don't know it, but I still will watch it.
Do you have a favourite Adam Sandler film or Kevin Hart film?
That's hard, because I like all of his... He's a funny guy, so I like most of them. If I had to say one, I wouldn't actually know. There's too many to pick from.
In terms of like the music things behind things, then has there been like a series you guys have watched or a film where the music has really stuck with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something I watched on BBC iPlayer once, which it was like some army thing, but at the end it was really sad, but they had a really good song on at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what was it about this music that really stuck with you? Was it the emotion behind it, or what the series was about?
I don't even know. I just like the song.
Yeah, that's cool, man. How about you?
It was a film. It's Crop Circle 2. There was a lot of Crop Circles, but Crop Circle 2 was my favourite. And the music in it was like, I don't know what it was about it, but I liked it a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you guys like learned about new artists and music since watching like TV and stuff? Do you think?
Yeah.
Have you like found out new songs, new artists, new albums since like watching TV or films?
Yeah.
Not really.
Really?
I don't really. I don't know.
But how about you? You mentioned you have. What kind of?
Yeah, it was like finding out about different artists that I didn't actually know were in the scene at the time. Like, let's say there was this one instant where I didn't know that there was a person, but I used to listen to his music, and he stopped for a bit, and then he came back, and I didn't realise that it was him. And I've realised that he was in the scene because I thought he quit forever.
Really?
But then when he came back, I didn't realise it was him. So, yeah, I found out a lot of new people coming into the scene every day.
I love that. And in terms of like films and series that you guys have watched, has there been any music that has like perfectly captured the scene? Do you think, whether it's like a war film, a comedy? If you like any music that's perfectly captured the scene?
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Like in Crop Circle 2, and when I went to the cinema with my mates, when we watched, I forgot what it was, but it was a sick show. It had like, I forgot what it was called, but it had the Avengers in it as well, and it had a lot of different characters from a lot of different things in it, and it all mixed together. But the music was quite good for it because it was just action packed.
Love that. Saying about Avengers, actually, did you watch it in cinema?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one's better, Infinity War or Endgame?
I don't actually know.
And what do you think about it, actually? What's been like? Talk about like a little bonus question. What's been like the maddest cinema experience that you've experienced? Like, because I've been quite a few like where there's been power cuts, there's massive queues going on like around the whole cinema. What's been like the craziest kind of experience that you've witnessed so far? I've even seen fights in cinemas before.
When I was younger, it's not really like that bad, but when I was younger, I used to have like a massive thing for like loud noises and stuff. My dad took me to a cinema, and it was like, you know, one of them ones where it's like screens around the side and everything.
Yeah.
When I say the screens were everywhere, they were like on the ceiling and everything. It was like well loud and it was huge. I ended up running out because I didn't like it in there.
Have you ever been to like a 4D? I'll come to you in a minute actually. Saying about like what you just mentioned there, have you ever been to like a 4D cinema experience where like, if say like there's wind blowing in the film, it blows it into your face as well? Have you ever been to that before?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that. I've never been to one though.
Which one have you been to?
It's in London. It's IMAX.
I've been there.
Yeah, that's the one I was going to talk about the crazy situations, because they have like things flying in the air, and it's really funny, and it scared my mate, and he started crying because he thought that one was attacking him, but it wasn't.
Now, how do you find like those cinema experiences where you watch like a massive film and like, the whole experience? Do you love it?
Yeah.
What did you watch at IMAX?
I
Avatar?
think it was Spider-Man.
Is it?
It was one of the I think it's Spider-Man that multiverse.
Love that.
Yeah.
I think was it the second one or the first one? I've only seen the first one.
I think it was the first, because I think it was the first, but it could have been the second. I don't remember, because I know I've watched both, but I don't know what one was at IMAX.
Oh, fair enough. But you know, saying about Spider-Man actually, about soundtracks as well. I remember when I first heard it. There's a soundtrack. That soundtrack, I loved it. Like, do you both have like a favourite soundtrack from a film or a series, or one of them at least?
Nah.
Nothing at the moment.
Nah.
Okay, here's another one for you then. If you guys could have like a personal soundtrack for your life, like a personal theme song, say for instance, or a soundtrack, which song or songs would you choose for your life?
That's a difficult. I listen to so many different songs. Like, I don't know. I really don't know.
Since I tried to make music myself, once I actually make a song fully, then it'll be one of those. But so far, I just make beats. Like yesterday, I made 7 new beats. And it took quite a while. It's just because I was bored, so I made 7 new beats. My mates all said that they were good, and they said that I should go into music. I've made lyrics, but I haven't made a full-on song yet.
Bro, that's amazing, man. 'Cause I used to produce all the time as well. That's amazing. What do you use? Like Logic, Fruity Loops?
Nah, it's BandLab.
BandLab, yeah?
It's not that new, but it's underrated. I get all my friends into it, and they do it sometimes as well. Like, I'm trying to get like influence from other people that I see doing it. So yeah, I do that, and I take influence from my favorite artists and try make music like theirs. Like try listen to their beats and do it like that.
That's amazing. Like, who really influences you music-wise and artist-wise?
I say DBE right now because like his beats are quite good. Like in the background, they're nice.
Is that what you want to get into hopefully in the future, like producing beats for people or for yourself, in fact?
Yeah, that and clothing brand. I want to do a clothing brand and drop shipping to make more money. Because I'm an entrepreneur, so I want money.
See, I love hearing stuff like that. That's amazing. And to find out at such a young age as well, it's like not a lot of people do that. That's amazing, man. I'm going to come back to you in a minute and talk about that more, actually. But you know this whole kind of thing that you love doing. How about yourself, though? What do you love doing?
I want to be a hairdresser or something to do with beauty when I'm older. I want to be able to open up my own like salon, but I don't really know. I don't know whether I want to do hair or lashes or nails. Like, I don't really know what I want to do yet, but I know I want to do something like that.
Oh, fair enough. You know what, let's talk about that briefly then, actually. So for yourself, actually, how do you teach yourself to produce? Do you watch videos, do you do tutorials, or do you just mess about with the software? How do you teach yourself to produce?
At first, when I first started, I started messing about with the software, but then when I realised that there was a lot of cool stuff, I kept messing about, seeing if I can make anything good. I made something really good at first. Like the first few times I made some really good stuff, and then I started watching tutorials about it and made even better stuff. But I still like my very first beats, and even my mates said that was one of my best beats.
That's amazing. And do you ever go back to your old beats and see what you can do better for next time, or like see what's already worked and then do that for the next time?
Yeah, but I got annoyed once because I deleted my best beat that I had, and it was one that I messed about and found out. Yeah, and I accidentally deleted it because I didn't realise that I didn't save it. And then I kept editing it eventually and made it worse. And I couldn't go back. But it was worth it because now I make beats that are actually quite good. So.
That's amazing, bro. Keep it up, yeah. That's amazing. That's so sick. Well done. And you talk about your the whole hairdressing and kind of beauty side of things as well. Have you had a chance to look into it in terms of how you can get there or setting up your own business?
Not really. I've got an auntie that's got a salon, and I think I think it's either year 9 or year 10 we have to do work experience, and I'll probably do it there. And I think when I get to a certain age, like when I turn like 16 or something, I might start working in there on like Saturdays and stuff, and just see. Yeah. When I get into college, I want to do beauty college.
That's amazing.
I don't know what I want to do yet.
Do you ever talk to your auntie and try and get some advice from her about how to like deal with people, to get some different techniques for hair cutting and nails? Do you ever get some advice from her?
Yeah, when she does my hair, I speak to her about it and stuff. Yeah.
That's amazing. And with the music side of things actually as well, do you ever like listen to it and go, I'm actually really proud of myself of what I've just made here?
Yeah, because most of the time when I make music, my mates are in my room as well. And then like they'll probably do stuff on the beat. Like once I show them it, I'll be like, I just made this new song, try freestyle on it. And then they start freestyling on the beat and they say that was actually good. We are soon going to start actually publishing the freestyles, but so far we're just leaving it as is because we're trying to do better.
That is so good though. And just knowing that you found something that you both love as well, I think is amazing. Really proud of you both. That's fantastic. And talk about things like films and series as well. Which one do you think has the best opening theme? That's quite a hard question, or at least give me a few options if you wanted to. Like, which ones do you think have like the best kind of opening theme?
You know some good like action films when they have starting off from like, let's say last time they left you on a cliffhanger and they start off with that, yeah, and they start finishing off. That's good, because I like seeing some action from their past and stuff like that. That's what I like seeing.
Love
like,
that.
Let's say there's a fighting scene. Like as a little kid, they were with their best mate and then they end up splitting up or something like that. But they had to join back with each other later in the future, and they fought back to that moment, like flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, do you get these ideas for your production as well, actually? For things that you've heard in like films or series or TV, do you try and get these ideas and put it into your production as well sometimes?
Yeah.
That's amazing. What do you think about best opening theme or themes?
I don't really know. I don't really.
Okay, how about this one then? Which soundtrack or music gets you emotional every time you hear it? I've got a couple that myself that hits me right in the feels whenever I hear it. But do you have any that you listen to? Wow, that actually hits me.
Just any sad songs, really.
Is there any in particular that you?
I'm not really good with names. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, fair enough. How about
I
you?
don't really have any, because I just listen to music for like. I mainly listen to like hip hop and stuff like that and rap because like I like the beats and it's good to like dance to and stuff like that. But there might be a few, but I don't know what they're called because I just randomly hear them and then I'll be like, oh, that relates to me and stuff like that.
Fair enough. Have you ever been to concerts before, live shows? Or would you like to go to some in the
Quite
future?
a few. I've been to quite a few, like at biker rallies as well, because I went for every birthday I had. Yeah, I went to a biker rally. Yeah, because my mum had friends that are bikers, and she was a biker, but she ain't got a bike now. So, but she still goes there to bike rallies, and they've got on-playing concerts there, and it's fun. Like there was like 3 different concerts every night and stuff like that, and we stayed for like 2 days. So 6 concerts every time.
That's mad. How do you really enjoy your live music?
Yeah, but I weren't really focusing on that. I was just focusing on getting everything ready, like stuff like that, to get ready for stuff for the next morning and stuff like that, to leave, to get ready for sleep and stuff like that. Because it was always at night, and I was going to bed at like 3 a.m. normally, or maybe later. So I was just sitting there listening to it. I wasn't tired, I was just bored, because I was always sitting at the back, and the music that they were playing wasn't like my type of music. But when my cousin came a few times, then me and him were just playing football while listening to it, but it was way too muddy sometimes, and the rain as well was bad.
Mad.
Or just sitting on motorbikes and riding around on like either the kid motorbikes, or what I did like a few times was my godfather's motorbike. Yeah, I was riding his. He's got a nice Harley Davidson with like fire stickers on it. And I rode that a few times without him on it and then with him on it. When I was younger, I was with him on it. But I remember once it was without him on it and he had to run by the side and he couldn't catch up. But it was like, with all the tents there as well, you're trying to dodge, and it's a heavy bike as well. And as a little kid, yeah, at like 8 or 9, I think maybe 10, yeah, doing that, it wasn't as easy. But I never fell, because it's a bike and it's quite hard to fall on those. But I did jump off once because I got too scared. But he was on the bike at the time, so it wasn't too bad.
Wow, it's mad. How do you find riding bikes though?
I love it.
Really?
Especially, there's my favourite bikes, like motorbikes and e-bikes right now. I'm trying to get a Suron, but they're quite expensive. So far I'm just going to get an e-scooter for like £210, something like that, cheap. Because I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on an e-scooter. I'm just going to buy a cheap one because they're still good and they can get places. But I want a Suron so bad. It's just an electric dirt bike. I want dirt bikes mainly, but a Suron's just cheaper and better at this point.
That's amazing. It's so cool, man. Well done. And in terms of how like music affects like films and series and stuff, have you ever watched something that you heard something that you weren't expected to be so good? Have you watched something I wasn't expecting you to be so good in this?
Yeah. When I started watching, I can't remember what it was called. I think it's called Argyle on BBC iPlayer.
Yeah.
It's about some army thing, and yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be good. I thought it was only like going to be like 1 episode, but I ended up watching it like twice. It was really good. Yeah.
Love that. How about you?
It was one of the Spider-Man, and the music was like Sway Lee or something like that. Yeah. And that song, I think it was like Sunflower or something like that.
Tune, yeah.
It was a good song, and I didn't expect it. And then I saw on social media that it was hitting and it was becoming really popular. And then when I watched the show again, I was like, oh, this is the song. And I didn't expect it to do as well as it did, but it was good in the film and it worked out.
It does work, don't it? Because I wasn't expecting about it with Post Malone, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be so good in that. There's one other thing at the end credits as well, like I think Denzel Curry and someone else.
Yeah.
Banger. I was not expecting to do that Spider-Man for such a sick soundtrack.
Yeah.
But if you were to, say, introduce someone to a soundtrack from, say, a film, a game, TV program, what would it be, do you think?
That's hard.
Yeah, that is hard.
Hard, ain't it? It could be literally anything. It could be like several or just one.
What if we were to introduce someone to
Yeah.
something?
Like, check out this soundtrack here or listen to that one there. Any, or it could be Spider-Man, it could be something else.
Yeah, I think
The
I'd
only
have
one you
to say
mentioned.
Spider-Man right now. Because, like, everyone knows that song right now. I don't actually know. It would probably be Crop Circle 2 or On My Block. Even
Nice.
though On My Block ain't a film, but their soundtracks are good.
In Crop Circle 2, actually, what kind of music is being played? Is it more like, is it like hip-hop again? Is it more like surreal, scary kind of stuff? Is it?
It's more like drill and grime. Because I used to listen to that a lot, but now I'm stopping it because I'm trying to change. So I'm going into hip-hop and stuff like that, and I'm starting to do a clothing brand, so yeah.
Love that. And you mentioned you were trying to change there. Do you feel like with like that drill music, it might have maybe affected you some way, or?
I still listen to drill music and I still like it. It's just like, it's not like you can't really dance to it as much. You can, yeah, but like, that's why I still listen to it. It's just like the things that you can dance to more and like bop about with your mates to. Then that's why I started listening to that. But I still listen to drill.
Okay, so you're more like kind of upbeat, vibey kind of person. Just want to like have fun with it, yeah?
Yeah.
Love that. And how about you in terms of introducing someone to a soundtrack?
I don't know. It's difficult to think about what kind of songs are in different films. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. I want to say Outer Banks, but I can't really remember what kind of songs they have in there.
Fair enough. And you know what as well? One more actually before we take a little break and go to our perfect school day after. Have you ever heard maybe a piece of music from, say, a game or a film or a TV series where it wouldn't maybe be something that you've normally listened to, but once you listen to it in that context of, say, a film or whatever, it makes you appreciate it more? Because there's been times where I'm not a jazz fan, but I've heard it and I feel like, okay, now I actually appreciate it more now since watching it in this situation. So does that maybe apply to you? Yeah?
Yeah.
How about you guys? What kind of springs to mind?
I would say it's the same with On My Block and Crop Circle. There was some songs there that I forgot what they were called, but my older brother, he listened to some because he's older, so he used to listen to a lot, and he was born in Mexico, so On My Block really works with him well, and the music there, so they liked that. So I started listening to it a little bit, and I understood it more.
I love that. How about you?
I don't really have anything specific, but just things on telly, like normal telly.
Amazing. And you mentioned about your brother being born in Mexico. Actually, did he tell you what it was like there growing up, or?
Yeah, but he mainly grew up in East London and South London and a bit of West. That was mainly East and South, but there was a little bit of West London.
Oh, fair enough.
He's friends with the famous rapper Unknown T.
Is he really?
Before he was a proper rapper, they used to go to a studio together and they used to be on the streets with each other. But then when he stopped for a bit and was like being a man with God and stuff, so he stopped. He chats to them a little bit, but Unknown T, now that he's famous, he kind of stops chatting to him, but they still chat a little bit. But yeah, he now, like, Unknown T knows Digga D and stuff like that. My brother knows Digga D, but not personally, properly like that. They don't chat, but they have chatted before and stuff like that. But it's mainly he don't chat to him normal.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But you know what, guys? We're going to take a little break now and then come back and we'll talk about our perfect school day, okay? So let's go. So here we go. We're back for the second half of the podcast. Now we're talking about our perfect school day. So for you guys, if you could design your own perfect school day, what would it look like? You actually spoke about some ideas just before the podcast restarted again. So if you could design your own perfect school day, what would it look like?
I say it would come in a lot later and would probably finish around the same time as normal school day, or maybe a little bit after. Or, I don't know, but like it would have PE for sports like football and boxing, and maybe a bit of kickboxing, and then I would have some Saracen sessions for some fun game time, and that's pretty much it. Maybe I say a longer break time.
Love that. And how about you? What would be in your perfect school day? I think drinking my coffee there for a second.
I'd want to. I definitely want loads of breaks. Like even in lessons, I'd want like half hour breaks, and then I definitely start later because I don't like getting up in the morning. But then also at the same time, I like finishing really late. I'd say start later and finish earlier.
Love that. And you actually mentioned about sleep pods as well, sleeping stations. Would you include that in your school as well, like sleeping stations, like sleeping pods? Yeah. Love that. Just looking at your other notes as well. So how about wearing your own clothes as well? You mentioned,
of course, for comfort and stuff like that, and it's freedom.
I actually feel like I'd learn better if I was comfy.
Yeah.
Love
I don't
that.
like the school clothes, they're not comfy for me.
Yeah. You know, we're going to talk about all these actually in the episode right now. So let's talk about this thing here. Like, the next question, right, is what's one subject or activity that should be a bigger part of school, but isn't? You see, I was struggling to do a drink.
PE? Yeah. Because I want to have PE a lot, because it helps in sport and, like, fitness. Yeah. So it could help out, like, everyone. Yeah. And, like, for boys, yeah, or girls if they want to do it, but most of them don't at this point. Football, boxing and kickboxing. Yeah, for me, yeah, of course, those. And then, yeah, like that I want a lot more, because we're not allowed to really do kickboxing and PE in a lot of classes. But football we can always do. And like boxing you're not really allowed, but you can do it with like one-on-one sessions with teachers. You can do boxing sparring and kickboxing sparring, but most of the time you're not allowed.
I definitely don't want more PE. I'd actually rather die.
But you know what? This is what I love to hear, like different like kind of ideas of what your perfect day looks like. So you mentioned PE. We'll come back to you in a minute as well, but talk about more in detail. But for you said no longer PE.
I'd rather no PE.
Okay,
Yeah,
instead,
no PE.
Okay, instead of that, what would you rather have then? Do you think?
More art lessons. I think art stresses me out, but I think it's better than doing work and PE. So.
What about art stresses you out? Do you find it quite hard to do, or you don't always understand that?
It depends. If it's like something I've definitely like, say I've got to draw like a house, and it's got to be like, I've got like copy it off like a YouTube tutorial. That stresses me out. But if it was just I could do whatever I want, I'd be fine. But
Oh, so you feel like having your own kind of reign in what to do, it make you find that better for you.
Yeah.
So maybe have art, but have the hour to do what you want to do in art, like draw what you want, make what you want, that kind of thing, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. And going back to, you mentioned the whole PE thing, right? What would you say is your favourite kind of physical activity or sport? Is it football? Is it biking? Is it kickboxing, boxing? What would you say is your favourite kind of thing to do?
My favourite would be football, yeah, and then boxing. I like kickboxing, yeah, it's more fighting styles than just boxing. But like I don't like it as much because I don't like kicking and stuff like that. I'd rather just do boxing.
Yeah. And do you feel like when you have these one-to-one sessions, you get like maybe your aggression out, or you feel really fit afterwards as well?
Well, like with like really fit feeling afterwards, yeah, that would be when I was doing like weightlifting and stuff like that. That's when it was helping me. But most of the time I swapped between doing cardio, weightlifting and then boxing towards the end.
Love that.
PE.
I love that. And you know what? With this next question actually as well, this is something that I've always wished schools would teach a lot more of as well, and that's life skills, right? So if schools taught more life skills, what's one thing you wish you had learned or could still learn in school? If it's your like a perfect school day, what's a life skill that you wish you could learn in school?
Like paying taxes and stuff like that and money,
Yeah,
like
like
usage.
Yeah.
Like, and especially like I want more lessons like that's fun. Like let's say you got arcade lessons, you could do that, but also like go-kart lessons because it helps you in driving in real life.
Yeah,
I
amazing.
definitely want to learn about taxes and stuff because I got no that stuff confuses me a lot.
Yeah.
You know what that is, even as adults, it's so confusing and overwhelming, isn't it? But if in your perfect school, is that something that you wish you could learn in school, like learning about taxes and business, that kind of thing?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to, but if it was in our school days now, then probably, yeah, because I would think that sixth formers would be learning that. But, like, for my perfect school day, I want stuff to, like, help out entrepreneurs.
Yeah, amazing. And currently, so far, actually, what's been your best memory of school so far, or one of your best memories?
What, in this school or out of
Currently,
whole of
yeah.
school?
Or in any school that you've been in?
Secondary or primary?
Yeah,
Could
that's
be
what I was
any.
thinking.
Could be any memory that sticks with that. I think, oh, that time there was amazing.
I say there was a good primary moment for me, like year 5. We had the disco, that was fun.
How about this? Okay, back to the whole perfect school thing, actually. If you could remove one thing from school that stressed you out or stresses you out, what would it be and why? So again, it's your perfect school, right? So you don't have to include. So what's one thing you would take out of school that really stresses you out? You kind of mentioned art earlier. Yeah, kind of if you had to do something. But
I know what she would say personally.
Mine's gonna be people,
Yeah,
but I know that's not like. I know you can't really do that, but it'd probably be people that I don't get along with.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so in your perfect school, then like just having people that you get on really well with, just your
Yeah.
perfect vibes, everything,
Yeah.
right?
Like, for the people that I don't like, I just don't want them to be in my school day because it just ruins the mood of school.
There'd probably be about one person in the school. I'm very fussy with people.
No, but you know what? I completely get you though, because with me, I've always loved education and learning, right? But it's always like one or two people that just ruins the whole vibe, ruins your day,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So in your perfect school would be like having the best people around you, people that you get on really well with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in primary, there was one kid, yeah, and that was a few, like, most of my primary fights was with him, and there was some other kid as well. So it was like 2 kids, but one of them wasn't in my class. Yeah, it was the one that was in my class, like, that ruined most of my school days there. I got suspended a few times because of him, so...
Really?
And he never got in trouble for stuff he did. Like, it was always me because he snitched as well. So he would ruin most of the days. So yeah, like, get rid of people that you don't like.
That actually kind of leads on to the next kind of question, actually, perfectly, is how do you think, in fact, I want to change that question slightly, actually a little bit different. How do you think music could change the school experience?
What do you mean?
Like, say you have, like, music as you're walking in, or music during classes, or just something having, like, you know how maybe you listen to music or whatever, or Spotify or whatever. Do you think music could really change the school experience? Have, like, your own...
I had that in
Personalised-
primary. Like,
Did you?
it wasn't really like that, but most of the lesson, yeah, we had music playing in the background for us, and like it's basically like a party for us at the time. But especially when we were doing like ninja booklets and stuff like that, we would have our timer, and then we'd have music playing with the timer, yeah. And like there was Eye the Tiger, there was some songs by The Weeknd, like It's Friday and stuff like that. Yeah, we had those, and then like. That was for Ninja Booklet, and then we mainly just had Eye the Tiger because that was not one of the number ones at the time.
Okay. What are your thoughts on that? With music?
I can't really do work with music, I'm not gonna lie. I
fair.
get proper distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely get distracted.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, how about this one then? If you could have any celebrity or historical figure to be your teacher for the day, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's difficult.
I don't know if they're like proper celebrity, yeah, but it's a TikToker.
Okay.
But it's another entrepreneur, and he relates a lot to me. So then that's why I would say him. But like, if anything else, yeah, like if it had to be proper celebrity, it would have to be like someone I would be close with, so like Unknown T or something like that. But yeah, mainly just like Unknown T and stuff like that, like rappers and stuff.
I get that. That's sick. And who
I'd
would you have?
say Adele, because she's funny.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so, adding to that, then, like, what do you think makes like a brilliant teacher? Do you think is it someone that you can relate to? Is it someone who's funny and energetic? Is it someone that can make the lessons fun? What do you think makes a really great teacher or a perfect teacher? Because we all have like kind of different ideas, but who would you say? What would you say makes a great teacher?
Someone that you relate to, so you can actually have a conversation with. and it's not just like full on just like teaching.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
I'd say it would be someone that you can relate to, like when, let's say when you were young, when they were younger, yeah, they were a lot like you, so you could ask them questions about stuff, and like I would want them to be funny, so it could be jokes as well, and they would be like not too, they would be calm, so they wouldn't do a lot of work at a time. Like it could be messing about in between. You could talk with your friends or stuff, and you could sit wherever you want.
So like, you can relate to like kind of like make it like easy going, right? I love that. Do you have assembly here at all in the mornings still, or not anymore?
Yeah, we do, but we don't go to because
we
we're
don't do
this reset thing.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
I was
so
gonna
we
say.
don't do it, but we used to. Like for our year now, I think it's every Tuesday that we do it. We have assemblies, like we have awards assemblies. We've got like attendance and stuff like that, and then just overall about like situations going on for other people. Those were our assemblies. That's what they were like.
Oh, I get it. Because the reason why I asked was because the question was, if you could replace assembly with something, say, fun, what would it be? Do you think?
Anything other than assembly, I actually do not like assembly.
I would want to like replace assembly with you don't have to come in until like after.
Yeah.
Because then you get longer time at home and stuff, and just like not just that, like form time. Yeah, I don't like form time as it is, but if form time was like messing about with your mates and stuff, like just to see your mates for a bit and get ready for actual lessons, then I'd choose that. But as of now, yeah, I'd probably either choose that or just coming in later.
Okay, so like coming later or just having that time to like catch with mates, have a bit of fun, and then get into lessons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you the same as that as well?
Yeah, I really don't like assembly. I hate it when you like need to cough in assembly or something.
I feel like holding a cigarette, going to coffee like that. How about this one, okay? So, you know, like in wrestling, right, everyone's got their own little entrance theme, right?
Yeah.
Or like
theme
boxing.
song.
Yeah. What would yours be if you were to walk into school? You had a little entrance theme walking in. Kind of like worked on this earlier with your kind of music and film, but what would be like your kind of entrance theme as you walked into school if you wanted one?
It would either be one of the songs that I would make myself, or probably either UK Drill by Booter B and Unknown T, or 2K17 by Digga D, or like most songs by DBE.
Okay. How about yours?
I don't know, I'm not really good with names. No clue. I don't know.
Okay, if you think about it later, just let me know, right?
Yeah.
Right, this could be an easy question to answer, right? What's a school subject that you wish was never invented?
I want to say maths, but you can't really
Yeah,
say maths.
I was gonna say
like,
maths, but you need that.
You need
You need that, yeah.
Something that's really useless for me would be music. Like not like just the lessons. Like I want music to still be a thing, but not like taught in school, because I don't learn nothing from music in school. I've self-taught myself basically, and then YouTube tutorials helped a bit as well.
Okay, so with your music lessons, like you're kind of in your perfect situation, you have like lessons that are more catered to you then, like maybe how to teach production or lyrics or whatever it might be, something just more catered to your liking, right?
Because I used to do guitar lessons, but then I stopped when I was like 7 or something like that. I just or 7, like around 7 to 10, yeah, I stopped because I couldn't be with it anymore. I've still got guitars in my room, yeah, and I've got the book and I can still play, but I don't really, like, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to do like beat making and actual songs. But with music in school, so far all we've done was how to play the triangle, yeah, a ukulele, and just listening to songs and finding out stuff like that. I'm used the keyboards a little bit.
Okay.
But I didn't really want that. Like, that was a bit boring. The only time I ever liked music was messing about with my mates. That's literally all I did. I'd just be naughty in class because it was boring for me.
Got you. And how about you?
I think language lessons, because I stopped language lessons when I went into year 8 and just focused on English. So I did extra English lessons instead of Spanish or French. I don't know, I feel like if you want to know a different language, I feel like you should do it from home, because I feel like not everyone's going to end up going to Spain or France. I just think there's no point of it.
Do you ever use things like Duolingo, like to like learn
Yeah.
things that you want to learn yourself?
I used to do it in year 6.
I used to do Duolingo. I used to have it in like, I think year 6 and year 7 was when I used to use it mainly. I've still got it, but I don't really use it because it's on my tablet and my tablet's broken.
Oh, really?
But to be honest, I still probably wouldn't use it if I had a choice. Like, I don't. It's good like to learn. I just want to be born with that I could know every language.
That would be
That's
sick.
what I would want to be born with.
You know what? I've always I found languages hard at school myself, and I wish I can speak like loads of different languages. I think anyone that can speak multiple languages, I think is sick. I can do that. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But how about this one, right? If you could introduce one rule in school that will make it more enjoyable for you guys, what would it be? Do you think? You've kind of already touched on something like coming later or sleeping, non-uniform.
It's hard because it would either be non-uniform or, actually, no, there's quite a few. Non-uniform, being able to say whatever you want to teachers, and not get in trouble. To do whatever you want and not get in trouble. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I'd want to be able to do whatever I want and not get in trouble.
That's
But
actually impossible. Though.
actually, no, do whatever you want and not get in trouble. Because that's also clothing. You can come in with no, not school uniform. You can come in your own clothes and you can say whatever you want and nothing happens. Like, you won't get in trouble for it.
Okay. How about this one? Who's been the most memorable teacher that you've had so far? Could be one, could be several.
If it was from primary, my PE teacher who left to become a F1 driver for Ferrari, he came back and started driving a Ferrari around in our, don't know what it's called, like, in America it would be called a parking lot, but for us, like, it's,
Yeah.
don't know what it's
Car
called.
park.
Car park, yeah, car park. That's what it's called, yeah, car park. So he started driving around the Ferrari in our car park. He was drifting in it as well. It was sick. He let us sit in it and he let us drive, like, not us drive around, but he was driving with us in it. It was a 2-seater though, so it had to take turns and it was quite a while. But he was my favourite PE teacher, favourite teacher no matter what. But from secondary, I don't actually know because there's been quite a few teachers that were good and then some that were very bad. So it depends on the situation and it depends what time.
I get you. But that F1 story is mad.
Yeah.
I never heard a teacher going from being a good teacher and F1 driver. That's such a
Yeah, because he got offered the job because he was a sick driver. He was the best PT driver I had. He always let me on his phone because I played games that he played on his phone and I was better than him. So I always used to play and help him like get better at the game.
Love that.
So like when we had swimming lessons and he would be on the coach with us, yeah, he would sit next to me or he would sit on the, like, not next to me, but like the person there, him there, and then me and my mate there, and he would give me his phone and let me play on it.
Love that. So it was like real chill about everything.
And I'll teach him strategies and stuff like that. Like, he was the best PE teacher I've ever had, and I'll always remember him.
Oh man, shout out to you.
Even all the parents as well, yeah. They always remember him, and they were always like, he was good, yeah. But there were some stories that their parents were telling the kids about him, yeah. But like, it's inappropriate. But like, we still didn't care about that. Like, he's still the best no matter what.
Oh, I love that. How about you? Who's been your most memorable teacher?
I'll probably say Miss Emerson because I've known her since like I started year 7.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's just like my mate.
Love that. I love that. Okay, how about this one, right? If schools could take you guys on more trips, where would your dream school trip or trips be? Spain?
It's hard. Like, I'd want to go to like Portugal. Mainly, I want to go to Ivory Coast, Ghana, and like some places like that, and then Portugal, and then I want to go to not even just like proper anywhere. I want to go to an arcade. That's legit. Yeah. I just want to be out to mess about with my mates.
I don't really do school trips. Like the day ones, where like I get to come home after like just in the day, but I don't really go to the night ones. The France one, I think it was in year 7. They went to France. I didn't go to that because I didn't want to go. I just don't really.
I wasn't able to go because of my behaviour, but I was very close to getting on because my mates told me to try sneak on the bus. I got onto the bus and then the teacher realised, because she looked at everyone that wasn't paying. We were about to leave. Yeah, the bus driver started driving. The teacher stared right at me. Yeah, I tried to hide. I put my head down and she stared right at me and she knew that I had to go. And then I got suspended for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in for the rest of the day and then got suspended.
Oh, man. If you could write lyrics about your school life, what would be in those lyrics?
Probably like talking about what teachers were good, what teachers are bad, and like what lessons I enjoyed, and like what teachers helped me out the most and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like giving me actual life advice and stuff. Like I'd shout out the PE teacher from before, and I'd shout out some teachers here that have given me good life advice and stuff like that about me that I shouldn't be naughty and like stuff about my future. So yeah, that's why I stopped being naughty and I focused on future now.
Got it. Amazing. How about you?
Probably same as them.
Love that. Love that. And how about this one, right? So you kind of mentioned this earlier about uniforms. If you can swap your uniform for any outfit, what would it be?
That's hard. I'd probably say
Any outfit?
Yeah.
Like non-school
Yeah.
uniform outfit.
Yeah.
My pajamas.
Pajamas, yeah? Yeah, nice and comfortable, yeah.
I don't know. Like I would just have to pick some of my go-to outfits, like my Nike Tech tracksuits with some like nice shoes, like let's say Jordan 4s and something, and then a Canada Goose.
Yeah.
Or I'd say like some nice blue slim fit jeans, Nike TNs, and Zavetti Canada Goose. Mainly, it's gonna include the Canada Goose and some nice shoes, and probably a good tracksuit. Yeah, that's probably what it will include. Stuff
Love
like
it.
that.
Love
Always
that.
tracksuits.
Lovely options. Well done. Love it. And how about this one? What's the one thing that makes a lesson go from being boring to exciting? And how would you
Class
include
clown.
that?
The class clown.
The class clown.
My mates were always happy when I was doing stuff in class when it was getting boring. When it was boring, you could just see it on your mates' expression. So I'd have to do something fun because I was the class clown at that point. And all of my mates were trying to be class clown, and then it was just funny if I was class clown. So we just kept doing that, and I could tell when the lesson was boring. And most lessons were just boring for me anyway, so I was just doing myself. But when it was especially boring, class clown always, or the teacher, like someone suggesting something to the teacher and then them actually doing that suggestion, and we play like Kahoot or something, or just do stuff that's fun.
Yeah.
Like the teacher playing music and stopping the lesson for us to play games with each other, sit wherever we want, stuff like that.
Love it.
I think something that's like where we're not just sat and sitting and listening, like something like getting to move around, sitting where we want, or like activities around the room, or just things like that. And when you're not literally just teaching, you can actually have a conversation as well. That's what makes it not boring.
Love that. And last couple of questions actually before you finalise it. So you kind of spoke about music earlier, about your entrance theme, right? But if you could have like soundtracks, like movies for your kind of school day, what would be in your soundtracks?
Then I'm stuck in that one.
I'll probably say some stuff from like Crop Circle 2, maybe a bit of stuff from On My Block. Stuff like that pretty much. That would be mainly it.
Love that. And last question for you guys, is there any kind of final words to finish off with today before we finish up?
No.
No, that's okay.
Even though school's not fun, you still gotta stick with it, and you need money in life.
There we go. But I do have to say how massively proud I am of both of you. Like everything you said today has been incredible. I'm really proud of both of you. Thank you both so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and all that. And see you guys soon. Take care.